What's up, racers and collectors? CB here, Poncho's here, wandering around as well. So what you see before you is one huge bin full of NASCAR cars. I was at the flea market today and was just kind of going through this bin, picking some out. I've been wanting to do a NASCAR race for the longest time, but new cars are new expensive. These old cars don't tend to run very well on the track, so I was just kind of looking. And I was looking at the prices, $5, $3, $4, and I'm like, I don't want to pay that. That's ridiculous. So the lady, the owner of the booth, says, take the whole bin for 50 bucks. So I did. And you can see this thing is jam-packed, full. Now the only bad thing about what I found, and I didn't realize this till I got them home and started going through this, the previous owner must have been a huge Terry Labonte fan, which I was too, who wasn't? But the majority of these cars in here are Terry Labonte cars. Another Terry Labonte. But there is some really cool stuff in here too. We're not going to go through all of these one by one. That's just too tedious and it'll take too much time, and I don't want to bore anybody. But we'll go through some of the we'll quickly go through some of the cooler ones here, show you what we got, and hopefully we have enough to do a race here soon. Alright, like I mentioned, there's a lot of Terry Labonte cars in here, but there's a lot of interesting stuff as well. Now, all of these cars are from the 90s, which is great for me because that was back when I was huge into NASCAR. I kind of fell out of it once a lot of my favorites retired and moved on, so I don't really follow it as much anymore, but there's a bit of nostalgia involved in going through this bin, which is making it a lot of fun. So let's highlight some of the more cool stuff that I found in here. Well, this I thought was cool. This is, remember Micro Machines? I had a few of those when I was a kid. This is a Richard Petty Race Team Micro Machines set, and I really wish the box was in a little bit better shape because I'd like to keep this mint. I think this is really neat. Pretty cool little collector's thing too. So, well, there's a couple of these stock rods in here, and these are really cool. These kind of remind me of like a Johnny Lightning. They've got rubber wheels. We've got this Ford Ranchero here, Winn-Dixie truck, and we've also got 56 Ford Victoria in Mark Martin's old livery. Again with the rubber wheels. Thought these were kind of cool. Not gonna be much to race, but still pretty collectible. Now these I did used to collect. These are the 50th anniversary NASCAR gold-plated cars, and I had a few of these. And look at the price down at the bottom, $19.99. I don't think they're quite worth that. They wanted $5 for them. Got that one and 21 Citgo car. I believe that was Michael Waltrip. Yep, Michael Waltrip. Hood came off on this one. You see the hood right there. Came off. Now there are some Hot Wheels in here. We got two Hot Wheels. We got Kyle Petty's 44 Hot Wheels car, and these have rubber wheels, so we'll be able to race them on the track, but these are always cool. A lot of weight to these as well. There's also one of my favorite drivers of all time, Mark Martin. Even when the package isn't that nice, some of these with these boxes are pretty cool. 1993 Premier Edition from Racing Champions, Hut Strickland. There's a couple of these Revell cars as well. These are really nice detail on these. They've got rubber tires as well. Unfortunately, they're just not going to go down the track very well with the rubber tires. That's why I keep complaining about the rubber tires. But these are pretty cool. Love the detail on these. Now this one's interesting. This is limited edition trackside number 83 Purex. That was Lake Speed, I believe, if you remember him. Not a lot of information on this. Pretty generic. It does say Goodyear, so I kind of wonder if maybe they were selling these in the Goodyear stores or something like that. If anybody knows, put it down in the comments. There's a few of these box cars too. I got a Morgan Shepherd one from 1995. Another Terry Labonte from 1995. We've got a 1994. I believe that's Morgan Shepherd. Nope, sorry, that's Lake Speed. And another one from 94. Got one Matchbox in the bin. This is a Matchbox Superstars number 8 Snickers, driven by Dick Trickle. Y'all remember Dick Trickle? Met him in person once. He used to smoke cigarettes while he was racing. As you'll see in a minute here, there's a lot of these 1/43rd scale cars. We got a Dave Marcus here still in the box, and this one, official pit road stock car. Don't know what that Fun Stuff company. Never heard of it. Still kind of a neat find. So as I mentioned, there's a lot of these 1/43rd scale cars and a lot of loose ones. And they're all actually in really good shape, so it doesn't look like they were played with too hard, but there is a lot of them. Might have to find a way to have a race with these, maybe. I'll have to figure something out. There are also a lot of loose 1/64 scale, but I took some of these out and took a closer look at them, and they are pretty rough. A lot of them wheels don't even turn, so these are just pretty much junk. There is a 1/24 scale car still in the box from 1996, and of course it's Terry Labonte. Who else would it be? But it's still nice to find one of these in the box. There's also a lot of these haulers. Unfortunately, these are smaller scale. These are more like Micro Machine scale, which is too bad, because there's a lot of them. Almost all the teams that were popular back in the 90s, and one Richard Petty one that is actual 1/64 scale, but the rest are all these small ones like this. Those were all made by Racing Champions. Here's one still in the package. Steve Kinser Quaker State car. There's also a lot of these 2 to the max Racing Champions cars. We've got Morgan Shepherd, another Dick Trickle here. There's a whole bunch of these, and these are probably going to be our best shot at getting a race together, because these look like they might be pretty good rollers. I also got a World Outlaw, just one, Steve Kinser, probably the best to ever do it. The rest of the bin is just dozens and dozens and dozens of regular Racing Champions cars, all different years and different drivers, mostly Terry Labonte. Like I said, even the old Terry Labonte cars are in there. So we've got a lot to go through. What I want to do is take these out of the package, test them on track, see if we can get any speed out of them, and if so, we're going to have a race with them coming up soon. You might want to stick around and see if we do. That's pretty much it for now. I appreciate you coming out and watching the channel. Please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to reach me directly, it's frugaldiecast@gmail.com.